Introduction to Green Business. Green business strategy involves integrating environmental and social considerations into all aspects of a company's operations and decision-making. This approach moves beyond mere compliance, aiming to create value for both the business and the planet. It encompasses a wide range of practices, from sustainable sourcing to energy efficiency and waste reduction. Embracing green strategies can lead to enhanced brand reputation, increased customer loyalty, and improved financial performance. Companies adopting these strategies often find themselves at the forefront of innovation, developing new products and services that meet evolving market demands. Ultimately, a green business strategy is about building a resilient and responsible enterprise for the future, contributing positively to global sustainability goals. It requires a fundamental shift in mindset. Viewing environmental stewardship not as a cost, but as an investment. The importance of green business strategies has grown significantly due to increasing consumer awareness, stricter environmental regulations, and the undeniable impacts of climate change. Businesses are realizing that ignoring environmental concerns can lead to significant risks, including supply chain disruptions, reputational damage, and financial penalties. Conversely, proactive engagement with sustainability can unlock new opportunities, such as access to green financing and competitive advantages in new markets. This strategic shift is no longer optional, but a critical component of long-term success and corporate resilience. It allows businesses to attract and retain top talent, who increasingly prioritize working for socially and environmentally responsible organizations. Therefore, understanding and implementing green business principles is essential for modern enterprises. Defining sustainability. Triple bottom line sustainability in business is often defined by the triple bottom line (TBL) framework, which extends the traditional focus on financial profits to include social and environmental performance. This framework encourages businesses to measure their success not just by economic gains, but also by their impact on people and the planet. The three pillars of TBL are profit, people, and planet, each representing a crucial dimension of sustainable operations. By considering these three aspects holistically, companies can develop more balanced and responsible strategies. This integrated approach helps businesses understand their broader impact and identify areas for improvement. It shifts the paradigm from short-term financial gains to long-term value creation for all stakeholders. Adopting the TBL framework can lead to more robust decision-making and a more resilient business model. The profit pillar of the TBL refers to the economic value created by the organization, encompassing traditional financial metrics, but also considering economic benefits for the community. The people pillar focuses on fair and beneficial business practices toward labor and the community, including fair wages, safe working conditions, and community development. The planet pillar measures the organization's environmental impact, striving to minimize ecological footprint through practices like waste reduction, energy efficiency, and conservation of natural resources. Balancing these three interconnected pillars is key to achieving true sustainability. It requires careful consideration of trade-offs and synergies between economic, social, and environmental objectives. Businesses that successfully integrate TBL principles often see improved stakeholder relations and a stronger competitive position. Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA. Environmental Impact Assessment, EIA, is a systematic process used to identify, predict, evaluate, and mitigate the environmental effects of proposed projects or developments before decisions are made. This proactive tool ensures that potential adverse impacts on the environment are considered early in the planning stages. EIA covers a broad range of environmental factors, including air quality, water resources, biodiversity, soil, and human health. It involves collecting baseline data, forecasting potential changes, and proposing measures to avoid or reduce negative impacts. The process often includes public consultation, allowing stakeholders to voice their concerns and contribute to the assessment. A thorough EIA is crucial for responsible development, helping to prevent irreversible environmental damage and promote sustainable practices. It provides decision-makers with vital information to make informed choices that balance economic development with environmental protection. Key metrics in an EIA typically include measurements of greenhouse gas emissions, water consumption, waste generation, and land use change. Biodiversity impact assessments evaluate potential harm to ecosystems and species. Social impact assessments, often integrated with EIA, consider effects on local communities, such as displacement, changes in livelihoods, and cultural heritage. The scope of an EIA can vary significantly depending on the project's scale and nature, ranging from small-scale local developments to large-scale industrial projects. Mitigation strategies proposed in an EIA might involve redesigning project components, implementing pollution control technologies, or establishing ecological restoration programs. Effective EIA implementation is vital for ensuring that development projects contribute to, rather than detract from, environmental sustainability goals. Regulatory landscape and compliance. The regulatory landscape for green business is a complex web of international, national, and local laws, policies, and agreements designed to protect the environment and promote sustainable practices. These regulations cover a wide array of areas, including air and water pollution, waste management, chemical use, energy efficiency, and biodiversity conservation. Compliance with these regulations is not only a legal obligation, but also a fundamental aspect of responsible business conduct. Failure to comply can result in severe penalties, including fines, legal action, and significant reputational damage. Staying informed about evolving environmental laws is crucial for businesses operating in diverse jurisdictions. Proactive engagement with regulatory bodies can also help shape future policies, creating a more favorable operating environment for green initiatives. Key international agreements, such as the Paris Agreement on Climate Change, influence national policies and set global targets for emissions reductions. At the national level, countries implement specific environmental protection acts, Clean Air Acts, and waste management regulations. Local governments often have additional zoning laws, building codes, and waste disposal rules that businesses must adhere to. Beyond mandatory compliance, many companies voluntarily adopt higher environmental standards, often driven by market demand, investor pressure, or a commitment to corporate social responsibility. These voluntary standards can provide a competitive edge and demonstrate leadership in sustainability. Understanding and navigating this intricate regulatory framework is essential for any business aiming to operate sustainably and avoid legal pitfalls. Effective stakeholder engagement. Effective stakeholder engagement is paramount for the successful implementation of any green business strategy. Stakeholders include a wide range of groups such as employees, customers, investors, suppliers, local communities, government bodies, and NGOs. Engaging these groups means actively involving them in decision-making processes, understanding their concerns, and communicating transparently about sustainability initiatives. This fosters trust, builds strong relationships, and ensures that the green strategy is well received and supported. Ignoring key stakeholders can lead to resistance, reputational damage, and even project failure. Proactive engagement helps identify potential risks and opportunities early on, allowing businesses to adapt their strategies for greater impact and acceptance. For employees, engagement often involves training on sustainable practices, encouraging eco-friendly behaviors, and involving them in green innovation projects. Customers are engaged through transparent communication about product life cycles, sustainable sourcing, and environmental certifications. Investors increasingly demand clear reporting on environmental, social, and governance (ESG) performance, making open dialogue crucial for attracting capital. Engaging local communities can involve supporting local environmental projects, creating green jobs, and addressing any potential negative impacts of operations. Suppliers are critical partners in ensuring a sustainable supply chain, requiring collaborative efforts to improve environmental performance. By systematically identifying and engaging all relevant stakeholders, businesses can build a robust foundation for their green strategy, ensuring its relevance and long-term success. Sustainable supply chain management. Sustainable supply chain management, SSCM, involves integrating environmental and social considerations into the entire life cycle of a product or service, from raw material extraction to manufacturing, distribution, use, and end-of-life disposal. This approach aims to minimize negative impacts and maximize positive outcomes across the supply chain. It requires careful selection of suppliers, promoting ethical labor practices, reducing waste, and optimizing logistics for lower emissions. SSCM goes beyond simply complying with regulations. It seeks to create a resilient and responsible supply network. Businesses adopting SSCM often collaborate closely with their suppliers to foster continuous improvement in sustainability performance. This comprehensive approach helps mitigate risks, enhance brand reputation, and drive innovation throughout the value chain. Key aspects of SSCM include responsible sourcing, which involves selecting suppliers who adhere to environmental and social standards, often validated through certifications. Logistics optimization focuses on reducing transportation emissions through efficient routing, mode shifting, example from air to sea or rail, and using alternative fuels. Waste reduction strategies are implemented at every stage, from minimizing packaging to promoting circular economy principles. Furthermore, SSCM emphasizes transparency and traceability, allowing companies to track the environmental and social performance of their products throughout their journey. This transparency builds consumer trust and helps identify areas for improvement. Implementing robust SSCM practices is crucial for businesses committed to genuine sustainability, ensuring that their products are produced responsibly from start to finish. Eco-friendly product design. Eco-friendly product design, also known as design for sustainability or eco-design, focuses on minimizing the environmental impact of a product throughout its entire life cycle. This approach considers every stage, from material selection and manufacturing processes to product use and end-of-life disposal. The goal is to create products that are durable, repairable, recyclable, and made from renewable or recycled materials. Eco-design principles aim to reduce resource consumption, prevent pollution, and minimize waste generation. It requires a holistic perspective, moving beyond traditional design considerations like aesthetics and functionality to encompass environmental performance. Integrating sustainability early in the design phase can significantly reduce a product's overall ecological footprint and often leads to cost savings in the long run. Key strategies in eco-friendly product design include choosing materials with low environmental impact, such as recycled content, rapidly renewable resources, or non-toxic substances. Designing for durability and longevity extends a product's lifespan, reducing the need for frequent replacements. Designing for disassembly and recyclability ensures that components can be easily separated and reused or recycled at the end of the product's life. Energy efficiency is another crucial aspect, particularly for electronic devices, where minimizing energy consumption during use is paramount. Furthermore, designers consider packaging, striving for minimal, recyclable, or compostable options. By embedding these principles, businesses can create products that not only meet consumer needs, but also contribute positively to environmental protection and resource conservation, aligning with circular economy models. Green marketing strategies. Green marketing involves promoting products and services based on their environmental benefits, appealing to consumers who prioritize sustainability. This strategy highlights features such as eco-friendly materials, energy efficiency, reduced waste, or ethical production processes. Effective green marketing requires authenticity and transparency to avoid greenwashing, where companies make misleading claims about their environmental performance. Consumers are increasingly discerning and will quickly identify insincere efforts. Therefore, businesses must ensure that their environmental claims are verifiable and backed by genuine sustainable practices. A well-executed green marketing campaign can significantly enhance brand image, attract new customer segments, and build long-term loyalty. It communicates a company's commitment to environmental stewardship, resonating with values-driven consumers. Key elements of a successful green marketing strategy include clear and honest communication about environmental benefits, often supported by third-party certifications or scientific data. Storytelling can be a powerful tool, sharing the journey of sustainable product development or the positive impact of a company's initiatives. Utilizing digital channels allows for targeted messaging and engagement with environmentally conscious audiences. Pricing strategies may reflect the added value of sustainable products, though some companies also focus on making green options affordable. Furthermore, green marketing extends to packaging, using recyclable, compostable, or minimal designs. By integrating these elements, businesses can effectively communicate their green credentials, differentiate themselves in the market, and foster a deeper connection with consumers who share their commitment to a sustainable future. Renewable energy integration. Renewable energy integration involves incorporating energy sources like solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal into a business's operations to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and lower carbon emissions. This strategic shift offers numerous benefits, including reduced energy costs, enhanced energy security, and improved corporate image. Businesses can integrate renewables through various methods, such as installing on-site solar panels or wind turbines, purchasing renewable energy credits, or sourcing power from green utility providers. The transition to renewable energy is a critical component of achieving carbon neutrality and contributing to global climate goals. It demonstrates a strong commitment to environmental stewardship and can attract environmentally conscious investors and customers. Investing in renewable energy infrastructure also provides long-term stability against volatile fossil fuel prices. Implementing renewable energy integration requires careful planning and assessment of a company's energy needs and available resources. For example, businesses might conduct energy audits to identify opportunities for efficiency improvements before investing in renewables. The choice of renewable energy source depends on geographical location, climate, and operational requirements. Solar power is often suitable for buildings with ample roof space, while wind power might be more viable for larger industrial sites or remote locations. Hydropower and geothermal energy offer consistent baseload power where available. Furthermore, energy storage solutions, such as batteries, are increasingly important for ensuring a reliable supply of renewable energy, especially for intermittent sources like solar and wind. Successful integration often involves a combination of these approaches, tailored to the specific context of the business, leading to significant environmental and economic advantages. Waste reduction and circular economy. Waste reduction and the adoption of circular economy principles are fundamental to green business strategy, aiming to minimize resource depletion and environmental pollution. A circular economy contrasts with the traditional linear take, make, dispose model by keeping resources in use for as long as possible, extracting the maximum value from them while in use, then recovering and regenerating products and materials at the end of each service life. This involves redesigning products, processes, and business models to eliminate waste and pollution, circulate products and materials, and regenerate natural systems. Implementing these principles can lead to significant cost savings, new revenue streams, and enhanced resource security. It encourages innovation in material science, manufacturing, and logistics, fostering a more sustainable industrial ecosystem. Practical strategies for waste reduction include source reduction, which means preventing waste from being created in the first place, often through efficient design and manufacturing processes. Reuse initiatives involve finding new purposes for products or components, extending their lifespan. Recycling programs ensure that materials are collected and reprocessed into new products, diverting them from landfills. Composting organic waste returns valuable nutrients to the soil. Beyond these, businesses can explore innovative models like product as a service, where customers pay for the use of a product rather than its ownership, incentivizing manufacturers to design for durability and repair. Implementing these practices requires a systemic approach, often involving collaboration across the supply chain and engaging employees and customers in the effort. Embracing the circular economy is a powerful way for businesses to contribute to a more sustainable and resource-efficient future. Water conservation techniques. Water conservation techniques are vital for businesses, especially those operating in water-stressed regions or with water-intensive processes. Implementing strategies to reduce water consumption not only lessens environmental impact, but also leads to significant cost savings and improved operational resilience. These techniques range from simple behavioral changes to advanced technological solutions. Businesses must first understand their water footprint by conducting comprehensive water audits to identify areas of high usage and potential leakage. Proactive water management demonstrates environmental responsibility and can enhance a company's reputation among stakeholders. It also helps mitigate risks associated with water scarcity, which is an increasing global concern. Effective water conservation is a cornerstone of sustainable business practices, ensuring long-term resource availability. Key water conservation techniques include implementing water-efficient technologies such as low-flow fixtures, efficient irrigation systems for landscaping, and closed-loop cooling systems in industrial processes. Rainwater harvesting systems collect and store rainwater for non-potable uses like irrigation or toilet flushing. Wastewater treatment and recycling allow businesses to reuse water for various purposes, significantly reducing freshwater demand. Furthermore, optimizing operational processes to minimize water usage, such as dry cleaning methods or using less water in manufacturing, can yield substantial reductions. Employee training and awareness programs are also crucial for fostering a culture of water conservation within the organization. By adopting a combination of these strategies, businesses can drastically reduce their water footprint, contribute to local water security, and achieve both environmental and economic benefits. Carbon footprint measurement. Carbon footprint measurement is the process of quantifying the total greenhouse gas (GHG) emissions caused directly and indirectly by an organization, product, event, or person. This measurement is crucial for understanding environmental impact, setting reduction targets, and tracking progress towards sustainability goals. GHG emissions are typically measured in terms of carbon dioxide equivalents, CO2e, which accounts for the global warming potential of various GHGs like methane and nitrous oxide. Accurate measurement provides a baseline against which future reductions can be assessed. It also helps businesses identify their largest sources of emissions, allowing them to prioritize effective mitigation strategies. Without precise measurement, efforts to reduce carbon footprint can be unfocused and less impactful. This process is a foundational step for any business committed to addressing climate change. Carbon footprints are categorized into 3 scopes: Scope 1, Scope 2, and Scope 3. Scope 1 emissions are direct emissions from sources owned or controlled by the company, such as fuel combustion in company vehicles or on-site manufacturing processes. Scope 2 emissions are indirect emissions from the generation of purchased electricity, heat, or steam consumed by the company. Scope 3 emissions are all other indirect emissions that occur in a company's value chain, including upstream and downstream activities like purchased goods and services, business travel, employee commuting, and waste disposal. Measuring Scope 3 emissions is often the most challenging, but provides the most comprehensive picture of a company's total impact. A thorough understanding of all three scopes is essential for developing a holistic and effective carbon reduction strategy, enabling businesses to take full accountability for their climate impact. Green building and infrastructure refer to the design, construction, and operation of buildings and urban systems that are environmentally responsible and resource efficient throughout their life cycle. This approach aims to minimize negative impacts on the environment and human health, while maximizing energy and water efficiency, using sustainable materials, and enhancing indoor environmental quality. Green buildings often incorporate features like solar panels, rainwater harvesting systems, green roofs, and advanced insulation. The benefits extend beyond environmental protection, including lower operating costs, increased occupant comfort and productivity, and enhanced property value. Investing in green infrastructure is a key component of sustainable urban development, creating healthier and more resilient communities. It represents the tangible commitment to sustainability within the built environment. Various certifications and standards such as LEED, Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, and BREEAM, Building Research Establishment Environmental Assessment Method, provide frameworks for designing and evaluating green buildings. These certifications assess performance across multiple categories, including sustainable site development, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, materials and resources, and indoor environmental quality. Green infrastructure also encompasses broader urban planning elements like permeable pavements, urban forests, and public transportation networks that reduce carbon emissions and manage stormwater. The design principles emphasize integration with natural systems, promoting biodiversity and ecosystem services within urban areas. By adopting green building and infrastructure practices, businesses and cities can create spaces that are not only functional and aesthetically pleasing, but also environmentally sound and future-proof, contributing significantly to a sustainable future. Ethical labor practices are a crucial component of social sustainability within a green business strategy, ensuring fair and humane treatment of workers throughout the supply chain. This extends beyond legal compliance to encompass a commitment to human rights, safe working conditions, fair wages, and non-discriminatory employment. Businesses that prioritize ethical labor practices build a strong reputation, attract and retain talented employees, and mitigate risks associated with labor disputes or exploitation. It involves respecting workers' rights to organize and providing opportunities for professional development. A truly green business cannot be sustainable if its operations rely on exploitative or unethical labor. This commitment reflects a holistic understanding of sustainability, recognizing the interconnectedness of environmental and social well-being. Key aspects of ethical labor practices include ensuring fair wages that meet or exceed minimum living standards, providing safe and healthy working environments free from hazards, and prohibiting child labor and forced labor. Non-discrimination and equal opportunity policies are essential, promoting diversity and inclusion within the workforce. Businesses should also uphold freedom of association and the right to collective bargaining, respecting workers' voices. Transparency in labor practices, often through audits and public reporting, helps build trust with consumers and stakeholders. Many companies adopt international labor standards, such as those set by the International Labour Organization, ILO, to guide their practices. By embedding ethical labor practices into their core strategy, businesses demonstrate a commitment to social justice and contribute to a more equitable and sustainable global economy, reinforcing their overall green credentials. Corporate Social Responsibility, CSR. Corporate social responsibility, CSR, is a self-regulating business model that helps a company be socially accountable to itself, its stakeholders, and the public. By practicing corporate social responsibility, companies can be conscious of the kind of impact they are having on all aspects of society, including economic, social, and environmental. CSR goes beyond mere compliance and often involves voluntary initiatives that contribute to societal well-being. These initiatives can range from philanthropy and community development to ethical sourcing and environmental protection. Embracing CSR enhances a company's reputation, builds trust with consumers, and can attract socially responsible investors. It demonstrates a commitment to operating in a way that benefits society as a whole, not just shareholders. A strong CSR program is integral to a comprehensive green business strategy, providing a framework for ethical and sustainable operations. The scope of CSR can be broad, encompassing various areas of impact. Environmental CSR focuses on reducing pollution, managing waste, conserving natural resources, and mitigating climate change. Ethical CSR ensures fair labor practices, human rights, and ethical sourcing throughout the supply chain. Philanthropic CSR involves donating to charities, supporting community projects, and engaging in volunteer activities. Economic CSR focuses on long-term financial stability and responsible governance, ensuring fair competition and transparent financial reporting. Effective CSR programs are integrated into a company's core business strategy, rather than being treated as separate initiatives. They require clear policies, measurable goals, and transparent reporting to demonstrate genuine commitment. By strategically implementing CSR, businesses can create shared value, benefiting both their bottom line and the communities and environments in which they operate. Green technology and innovation. Green technology and innovation are driving forces behind sustainable business practices, offering solutions to environmental challenges while creating new economic opportunities. Green technologies encompass a wide range of advancements, including renewable energy systems, energy-efficient appliances, sustainable materials, pollution control devices, and waste treatment technologies. Innovation in this field focuses on developing novel products, processes, and services that minimize environmental impact and promote resource efficiency. Businesses that invest in green technology gain a competitive edge, meet evolving consumer demands, and comply with stricter environmental regulations. It fosters a culture of continuous improvement, pushing the boundaries of what is possible in sustainable operations. Embracing green innovation is essential for long-term growth and resilience in a rapidly changing world. Examples of green technology include advanced solar panels with higher efficiency, smart grid systems that optimize energy distribution, electric vehicles and charging infrastructure, and biotechnologies for bioremediation and sustainable agriculture. Material innovations focus on developing biodegradable plastics, recycled content materials, and sustainable alternatives to traditional resources. Digital technologies, such as AI and IoT, are also playing a crucial role in optimizing resource use, monitoring environmental performance, and enabling circular economy models. Businesses can foster green innovation through internal research and development, strategic partnerships with startups or research institutions, and participation in industry collaborations. By actively pursuing and adopting green technologies, companies can not only reduce their environmental footprint, but also unlock new markets, create sustainable jobs, and position themselves as leaders in the green economy, driving positive change on a global scale. Financing green initiatives is a critical aspect of implementing a sustainable business strategy, as it provides the necessary capital for environmental projects and sustainable transitions. Traditional financing mechanisms are increasingly being supplemented or replaced by specialized green finance instruments. These include green bonds, sustainability-linked loans, impact investing, and various government grants and incentives. Accessing green finance can lower the cost of capital for sustainable projects, attract environmentally conscious investors, and signal a company's commitment to sustainability. It requires businesses to clearly articulate the environmental and social benefits of their projects, often through robust reporting and adherence to recognized green standards. Understanding the landscape of green finance is essential for securing the resources needed to drive sustainable growth. Green bonds are fixed income instruments specifically designed to raise capital for projects with environmental benefits, such as renewable energy, energy efficiency, or sustainable waste management. Sustainability-linked loans offer interest rate reductions if borrowers meet predefined sustainability performance targets. Impact investing focuses on generating positive social and environmental impact alongside a financial return, attracting investors who prioritize both. Governments worldwide offer various grants, tax credits, and subsidies to encourage businesses to adopt green technologies and practices, such as incentives for solar panel installation or energy-efficient upgrades. Furthermore, crowdfunding platforms and venture capital funds are emerging as sources for innovative green startups. Businesses must develop strong business cases for their green projects, demonstrating clear environmental benefits and financial viability to successfully tap into these diverse funding sources and accelerate their sustainability journey. Risk management in green business. Risk management in green business involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential environmental, social, and governance (ESG) risks that could impact a company's operations, reputation, and financial performance. These risks can arise from climate change impacts, resource scarcity, regulatory changes, supply chain disruptions, or negative social perceptions. Proactive risk management is essential for building a resilient and sustainable business model. It helps companies anticipate challenges, develop contingency plans, and protect their long-term value. Ignoring ESG risks can lead to significant financial losses, legal liabilities, and irreparable damage to brand image. Integrating risk management into green strategy ensures a comprehensive approach to corporate resilience. Key environmental risks include physical risks from extreme weather events, transition risks from policy changes, example carbon pricing, and reputational risks from unsustainable practices. Social risks can involve labor disputes, human rights violations in the supply chain, or negative community relations. Governance risks relate to issues like corruption, lack of transparency, or ineffective board oversight. To manage these risks, businesses conduct thorough ESG risk assessments, implement robust environmental management systems, and establish clear ethical guidelines. Diversifying supply chains, investing in climate-resilient infrastructure, and engaging transparently with stakeholders are also crucial strategies. By systematically identifying and addressing ESG risks, businesses can safeguard their operations, maintain stakeholder trust, and ensure their green initiatives contribute to long-term stability and success, turning potential threats into opportunities for innovation and adaptation. Measuring and reporting performance. Measuring and reporting sustainability performance is essential for demonstrating accountability, tracking progress, and communicating a company's commitment to green business strategy. This involves establishing clear key performance indicators, KPIs, related to environmental, social, and governance (ESG) factors. Accurate data collection and robust reporting frameworks enable businesses to assess their impact, identify areas for improvement, and build trust with stakeholders. Transparent reporting also helps attract socially responsible investors and meet regulatory requirements. Without consistent measurement and reporting, it is challenging to validate the effectiveness of green initiatives or to make informed strategic decisions. This process transforms abstract sustainability goals into concrete, verifiable outcomes, driving continuous improvement. Common KPIs for environmental performance include greenhouse gas emissions, Scope 1, 2, 3, water consumption, waste generation, and renewable energy usage. Social KPIs might cover employee diversity, safety records, community investment, and ethical supply chain audits. Governance KPIs typically include board diversity, executive compensation, and anti-corruption policies. Several internationally recognized reporting frameworks guide businesses in this process, such as the Global Reporting Initiative, GRI, Sustainability Accounting Standards Board, SASB, and the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosures, TCFD. These frameworks provide standardized metrics and guidelines for comprehensive and comparable reporting. By adhering to these standards, companies can ensure their sustainability reports are credible, transparent, and valuable to a wide range of stakeholders, solidifying their reputation as responsible corporate citizens. Achieving certifications and standards. Achieving sustainability certifications and adhering to recognized standards are powerful ways for businesses to validate their green credentials and demonstrate a verifiable commitment to environmental and social responsibility. These third-party verified certifications provide credibility, build consumer trust, and often open doors to new markets and partnerships. They serve as benchmarks for best practices, guiding companies in their sustainability journey and ensuring a consistent level of performance. Certifications can cover a wide range of areas, from product-specific eco-labels to comprehensive management system standards. Pursuing these external validations signals a company's dedication to going beyond basic compliance, differentiating them in a competitive landscape. It also provides a structured framework for continuous improvement and accountability. Prominent examples of sustainability certifications include ISO 14001 for environmental management systems, which provides a framework for managing environmental responsibilities. B Corp certification assesses a company's entire social and environmental performance, accountability, and transparency. Fair trade certification ensures ethical sourcing and fair wages for producers in developing countries. LEED, leadership in energy and environmental design, and BREEAM are widely recognized for green building standards. Product-specific eco-labels, such as the EU Eco-Label or Energy Star, help consumers identify environmentally friendly products. The process of achieving these certifications often involves rigorous audits, documentation, and continuous monitoring. While challenging, the benefits of certification, including enhanced reputation, increased market access, and improved operational efficiency, make it a worthwhile investment for businesses committed to genuine sustainability. It provides a clear, external validation of a company's green claims. Employee engagement and training. Employee engagement and training are vital for successfully embedding a green business strategy throughout an organization. When employees are informed, motivated, and empowered, they become active participants in sustainability initiatives, driving change from within. Training programs can educate staff on environmental best practices, waste reduction techniques, energy conservation, and the company's specific sustainability goals. Engaged employees are more likely to adopt eco-friendly behaviors, contribute innovative ideas, and champion the company's green values. This internal alignment fosters a strong corporate culture of sustainability, which is crucial for long-term success. It also enhances employee morale, job satisfaction, and retention, as many individuals seek to work for purpose-driven organizations. Investing in employee education is an investment in the future of the green strategy. Effective employee engagement strategies include creating internal green teams or sustainability committees, where employees can collaborate on environmental projects and share ideas. Regular communication about sustainability achievements and challenges keeps everyone informed and motivated. Recognizing and rewarding employees for their contributions to green initiatives further reinforces desired behaviors. Training can range from basic awareness sessions for all staff to specialized workshops for specific departments, such as sustainable procurement for purchasing teams or eco-design principles for product development. Providing opportunities for employees to volunteer in community environmental projects also strengthens their connection to the company's green mission. By fostering a culture where every employee understands their role in sustainability, businesses can unlock significant potential for innovation, efficiency, and positive environmental impact, making the green strategy a shared responsibility and a source of collective pride. Community engagement and local impact. Community engagement and assessing local impact are essential aspects of a comprehensive green business strategy. Recognizing that a company's operations have direct and indirect effects on the surrounding communities, responsible businesses strive to build positive relationships with local residents, address their concerns, and contribute to local well-being. This involves transparent communication, active listening, and collaborative initiatives that benefit both the business and the community. Ignoring local impacts can lead to social license issues, protests, and reputational damage, hindering operational success. Proactive engagement helps ensure that green initiatives are aligned with local needs and values, fostering mutual respect and support. It transforms potential adversaries into valuable partners, strengthening the overall sustainability effort. Strategies for effective community engagement include establishing clear channels for dialogue, such as community advisory panels or regular public meetings. Businesses can support local environmental projects, sponsor educational programs, or create green job opportunities for residents. Addressing potential negative impacts, such as noise pollution, traffic congestion, or resource depletion, through mitigation measures and compensation, is crucial. Furthermore, companies can partner with local NGOs and community groups to implement joint sustainability initiatives, leveraging local expertise and resources. Measuring local impact involves assessing changes in air and water quality, biodiversity, employment rates, and community health. By actively engaging with and investing in local communities, businesses can build a strong social license to operate, enhance their reputation, and contribute to the sustainable development of the regions where they are located, creating shared value for all stakeholders. Strategic partnerships for sustainability. Strategic partnerships for sustainability involve collaborating with other organizations, including NGOs, government agencies, academic institutions, and even competitors, to achieve shared environmental and social goals. These partnerships leverage diverse expertise, resources, and networks, enabling businesses to address complex sustainability challenges more effectively than they could alone. Collaboration can lead to innovative solutions, accelerate the adoption of sustainable practices, and amplify positive impact. It fosters a collective approach to sustainability, recognizing that many environmental issues transcend individual company boundaries. Such partnerships enhance a company's credibility, expand its influence, and demonstrate a commitment to systemic change. They are a powerful tool for driving progress towards a more sustainable future, transforming the competitive landscape into a collaborative ecosystem. Examples of strategic partnerships include joint ventures to develop new green technologies, collaborations with NGOs on conservation projects, or industry-wide initiatives to establish common sustainability standards. Businesses might partner with academic institutions for research on sustainable materials or processes. Collaborating with government agencies can help shape favorable environmental policies and access public funding for green projects. Even partnerships with competitors can be beneficial for pre-competitive issues like supply chain transparency or waste management. Key to successful partnerships is clear communication, shared objectives, mutual trust, and a commitment to equitable contributions. By strategically forming alliances, businesses can overcome resource limitations, share risks, and collectively drive significant advancements in sustainability, creating a ripple effect of positive change across industries and communities. Future trends in green business. The landscape of green business is constantly evolving, driven by technological advancements, shifting consumer preferences, and urgent environmental imperatives. Future trends point towards deeper integration of sustainability into core business models, moving beyond incremental improvements to transformative change. Key areas of growth include the continued expansion of the circular economy, with a focus on regenerative design and closed-loop systems. Digital technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, blockchain, and the Internet of Things, IoT, will play an increasingly critical role in optimizing resource use, enhancing transparency, and enabling smart sustainability solutions. Businesses must stay abreast of these emerging trends to remain competitive and relevant. Proactive adaptation to these trends will unlock new opportunities and strengthen long-term resilience, positioning companies as leaders in the green economy. Other significant future trends include the rise of nature-positive businesses, which aim not just to minimize harm, but to actively restore and regenerate natural ecosystems. The demand for sustainable finance and impact investing will continue to grow, channeling more capital towards environmentally and socially beneficial projects. Increased regulatory pressure and carbon pricing mechanisms are expected to accelerate the transition to a low-carbon economy. Furthermore, consumer demand for transparent and ethically produced products will intensify, pushing companies towards greater supply chain visibility. The development of advanced sustainable materials, such as bio-based plastics and carbon-negative building materials, will revolutionize manufacturing. Businesses that embrace these future trends will be better positioned to navigate environmental challenges, meet stakeholder expectations, and thrive in a world increasingly focused on sustainability, creating a positive legacy for generations to come. Developing a comprehensive green business plan is essential for translating sustainability aspirations into actionable strategies and measurable outcomes. This plan serves as a roadmap, outlining a company's environmental and social goals, the initiatives it will undertake to achieve them, and the resources required. It integrates sustainability into the core business strategy, ensuring that green objectives are aligned with overall corporate vision and financial targets. A well-structured plan helps secure internal buy-in, attract external funding, and communicate commitment to stakeholders. It provides a framework for accountability and performance tracking, guiding decision-making and resource allocation. Without a clear plan, green initiatives can become fragmented and less effective, failing to deliver significant impact. Key components of a green business plan typically include an executive summary, a detailed assessment of the company's current environmental and social footprint, and a clear articulation of sustainability vision and goals. It should outline specific green initiatives, such as waste reduction programs, renewable energy investments, or sustainable product development, along with timelines and responsibilities. A financial analysis detailing the costs and benefits of these initiatives, including potential ROI and access to green finance, is crucial. Furthermore, the plan must include a section on performance measurement and reporting, defining KPIs and the frameworks to be used, example, GRI, SASB. It should also address risk management, stakeholder engagement, and communication strategies. Regularly reviewing and updating the green business plan ensures its continued relevance and effectiveness, allowing the company to adapt to new challenges and opportunities, driving continuous improvement towards a truly sustainable enterprise. Conclusion: sustaining green growth. Sustaining green growth is the ultimate objective of a green business strategy, aiming to achieve long-term economic prosperity, while simultaneously protecting and enhancing environmental and social well-being. This involves embedding sustainability deeply into the organizational culture, making it an integral part of every decision and operation. It requires continuous innovation, adaptation to new challenges, and a commitment to perpetual improvement. Green growth is not merely about minimizing negative impacts. It's about actively creating positive value for all stakeholders and contributing to a regenerative future. Businesses that successfully achieve sustained green growth become leaders in their industries, inspiring others and setting new benchmarks for corporate responsibility. This long-term vision ensures resilience against future shocks and positions the company as a force for good in the world. The journey towards sustained green growth is ongoing, demanding vigilance, flexibility, and a forward-looking perspective. It involves regularly reassessing environmental and social impacts, updating strategies, and embracing emerging technologies and best practices. Continuous stakeholder engagement, transparent reporting, and adherence to robust certifications are crucial for maintaining credibility and trust. Ultimately, sustaining green growth means recognizing that business success and planetary health are inextricably linked. Companies that embrace this interconnectedness will not only thrive financially, but also contribute significantly to a more equitable, resilient, and sustainable global economy. This certificate program has provided the foundational knowledge and tools to embark on this transformative journey, empowering you to drive meaningful change within your organization and beyond, shaping a greener future for all.